What's up YouTube, it's me Kakashi here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get the Solar Eclipse Blade. It's the sword I have equipped right now, and this is an extremely useful sword for any early to mid-game players. There's a lot of damage, really good for damage class, and all in all really good for comboing with passives and with the element. An extremely strong sword and a must-have for most players in the game. The issue with it is that it's just extremely confusing to get, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So this video is going to hopefully clear things up on how to actually get the Solar Eclipse Blade. It's going to be a few parts to actually do it and take a bit of time to, and you may need to do a little grinding in order to actually get this, but all in all, it's worth it. It is completely worth it to get this awesome looking blade. There are two ways of going about getting your first blade for the sword. You could either A, get the Lunar blade first, or you could B, get the Great Sword first. Both swords are relatively simple to get, but can take a little bit of time. The easiest blade to get is definitely going to be the Great Sword blade. It's really grinding to get it, so I'll show you how to get the Great Sword first, and then I'll show you how to get the actual Lunar blade. So, in order to get the Great Sword, you're going to need to first come over here and buy the, I believe it's called the Strange Disc, or the Weird Disc. It's inside of this glowing red house in Punky Sky. You should be able to, or you can't really miss it. It's really easy to find. It's right in front of the Everything shop, or the All You Need shop, right over there. So, in case you get lost, it's the glowing yellow door here. You want to enter this, click this right here, and you want to buy one strange disc for 250 gold, so it's really not that expensive to get. Once you buy the strange disc, you're going to want to head to the stone monument over here. You want to head to the center and stand there and activate the strange disc. In order to do this, you may need to have some jump boosts and some speed boosts. I know I'm going to need that, so quickly I'm going to go first, clear everything out here. I'm going to go equip some moon potions, haste potions, and the strange disc. You need to have the strange disc. Equipped. There you go. In order to actually get this sword. So what you want to do is get over to the middle area, the stone monument, and then utilize the strange disc. Now you may have to move around a bit. And there you go. You will eventually enter the area to get the Great Sword. Now, as with all areas like this, you want to head behind here and get yourself the chest. I forget what's here. I'm relatively sure that what you get from this chest is the Cringe Eye. The Cringe Eye is really good for mage builds, but we're not really looking for a mage build, are we? So get the Cringe Eye if you really want it. So you can always come back. But we're really here for the Great Sword. Always make sure that you have a blade that you do not want when getting a class, because if you get the class that you're trying to get right here on a blade that you really want, you're going to lose that blade permanently. So I have a blade here that I don't really want. I forget what this is. I think it's the tier 3 of the combo sword. And we have ourselves the Great Sword. Now, this is going to be needed in order to get ourselves the Lunar Blade. We are going to actually put this away, though. Reason being is because this is going to be used a little later on when we're actually trying to get ourselves the Lunar Blade. Now, we are going to then switch to a new blade that we do not want, so I'll just switch to one really quick. And I'll just switch to the scythe really quick. So we're going to need to go now and grind a bit for our Lunar Blade. The Lunar Blade is not hard to get. Well, it's not confusing to get, but it is a little bit difficult to get in terms of skills. So we need to do a few things first. What we need to do is come over. I actually need to optimize myself real quick, so I'll be right back when I'm fully optimized, but I will tell you what you need to do after I do so. Okay, so what you're going to need for this next part is a few jump potions. You're going to need at least 3, so make sure you buy 3 jump potions. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head all the way back to the first spawn that you get in the game. So I'll take you there really quick. What we're going to do is we're going to fight a boss called the Elemental Slime, and this is because we need the Elemental Keycard to actually access a class that we're going to need to get in order to turn that into the Lunar Blade. So, you want to head back to the spawn, the first spawn in the game, go over to the legit shop, jump on this. You may have to use your jump potions for that. Use 3 jump potions, jump, land right here, and you will be able to go into this area right here. You are now going to have to fight the tier 5 Elemental Slime. This boss fight can be really tedious for people that aren't as strong in the beginning of the game. I suggest fighting this with another friend or having someone else that's stronger than you maybe take care of this for you. It's not that hard of a boss to dodge and to fight. It's just really tedious for people that don't know how to, or don't have good weapons at the beginning of the game. So, what we're going to do here is... Why is my thing not working? My spell is not working, which is very odd, but nonetheless, we will still beat this with relative ease because this is not a difficult boss. And just like that, we've beaten it. It's not a hard boss, but it can be tedious for new players. And what we are going to acquire right here is the Elemental Keycard. You're going to need the Elemental Keycard to actually enter the green wall inside of the, I believe it's the High Valley area. It's not really, that contradicts itself, High Valley, but you need to get to the high area in order to actually get and utilize this green card. I'll show you where that is. Oh, I know why I don't have. I know why I don't have. I can't use it. I don't have 100 mana. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll fix that a little later on. What we're going to need to do is head over here. Head inside of this area, cave area. Make your way through over here. And then go into this mossy green area. This mossy green area will take you directly to this place right here. Use your Elemental Keycard. And there are 2 things you can get here. I can show you where the element is, which is what I'm using right here. It's an extremely good spell. An extremely good spell. It'll give you 50% damage, 50% defense, and 50%, or no, and 10% on your, or not 10%, plus 10 speed. So really, really good overall. And you get it from this chest right here. Just click it or tap it, and you'll be able to get your element. And what we're really here for is the element class. So starting from the beginning, you want to take a left. You want to take a right. Take this left. Keep going straight. Take another left. Take a right. Keep going straight. Take this left. Take another left. You can see the glowing up ahead. You want to get over here. And this is going to be your elemental class. So you can get the elemental class right here. Should I get rid of my Solar Blade for this? And why not? We can always get this back. In fact, we are going. Actually, no, because I have to find another boss after this. Well, I won't get rid of it, but basically, make sure you have your ability that you don't want. Equip the elemental class. Once you have that equipped, you're going to want to reset. And then change to a class that you do not, or no, change to a class that is really powerful for you, because the next stage that we're going to do here is we're going to actually have to fight Luna. Luna is extremely powerful for the stage that you're probably going to be getting this blade at in the game. So I recommend bringing maybe another friend along, not too many because her health will go way too high for you all, but bring another friend along maybe. and make sure that you're ready to actually fight her. I will show you the boss fight. It is really crazy the way it looks. But what you want to do is equip something that's really good for you. Maybe get a couple buffs. Maybe use that element that I showed you how to get. Make sure your passives are all optimized. And we're going to head directly for Luna. To get to Luna, you want to go to the Thyreseus, or the Sus Woods as we call it. And you're going to want to head all the way over here. If you're starting at the actual spawn over there, just head straight into the cave. This is just for people that are starting over at the Punky Sky. So we're going to go through this woods. You're going to head back over here out of the Sus Woods. You're going to go over here, go into the cave. We're going to head up here. You're going to take a right out this door right here. Head up these little steps, or this little ledge. Right in front of us, if you can't already see, is a little cleared out area. This is an indicator, not really an indicator, but this indicates that there's something that you can walk through here. You walk through and you get to the Palace of Luna. Now, this boss is, like I said before, relatively dangerous and sort of crazy. So I recommend bringing a friend along, show you what it looks like. It is wild though, I will admit. But we're going to need to get this moon, I think it's the moon shard or something like that. Really important. You're going to need it for the Luna Blade. So I'll fight the boss really quick, and I'll be back when I'm done with it. And there we go. The moon shard is acquired. I'm afraid of myself, actually. I don't know why I did so much damage to Luna. I have a feeling it has something to do with the curse, or the darkness ring, or whatever it's called I have. That was very quick. Very quick. If anybody knows what curse does, could you tell me? Because I am genuinely curious as to what it does. That was wild, but okay. So, now that when you beat Luna, you will be given a or the moon shard, I should say. Let me go to it. If I can find it. Moon shard. You're going to want a moon shard. It can be only used on the elementalist. That is the class that you get inside of the green area that I just showed you. Now, I won't show you this area, but it's the exact same thing as the area I showed you where you get the great sword. Go use the moon shard on the elementalist class, then you'll be teleported directly to the area where you'll be able to get the Luna Blade. Right behind the tree, you will actually get a very important passive. It's really good for newer players. The Luna Knife. The Luna Knife is going to give you plus 25 magic, plus 10 crit, plus 10 defense, plus 100 mana, and plus 10 speed. Really good for mages. And also that plus 10 speed is always good for any class. So, get the Luna Blade. Once you have the Luna Blade, we now begin a little bit of a tedious part. You're going to need to grind a lot of money, because we're going to need to get a bunch of sun shards. Now, you could grind sun shards from the enemies over here. It is not worth it, though. I must say, it is not worth it. You want to grind 12.5k or 12.5 thousand gold, because what we're going to do is actually cheat the system a little bit. We're going to cheat the system a little bit. I'm going to go get things set up. I'll show you what we're going to do, and then I'll show you actually how to get the Luna Blade. I will be right back. Okay, so for this next part, you're going to want to get out your great sword, because this is going to be a little confusing for players that really don't know what they're doing. It's explained really weird, but showing it to you guys may be able to help you out a bit. So, you're going to want to grind over 12,000 gold. 12,500 gold to be specific. And you're going to want to come over to the potion shop in the main spawn area, the place that you first spawn in. Next, what you want to do, you want to jump on this, or jump over here on those little boxes. Look behind the shop, and you will see this little glowing thing right here. If you click it, it says Sun Fragment for 125 gold. You want to buy 100 of these. Now, I already have one, but we're going to buy 100. You want to get 100 on the dot. It doesn't really matter if you get 100 on the dot, as long as you have at least 100 of these. The next thing you want to do, and this is where people may get really confused, there are two different blades you can actually get with this greatsword here. I will show you once I get back to Punky Sky, but I'll explain it here. You can get, I believe it is called the Solar Greatsword. I'll put a picture up right here showing you what it looks like and what it's called. I don't know if I called it the right name, but that is not the sword we're looking to get. We're looking to get the Eclipse Blade. To get the Eclipse Blade, do exactly as I do. First, you want to equip at least 5 haste, at least 5 or at least 1 or 2 moon potions, and all 100 of your sunlight fragments. Now, next thing you're going to do is take all 100 of those fragments and use them. And when I say use all 100, I mean use every single one of them on your great sword. Once done, you'll be very shiny, as you can see. But once the shine dissipates, you will see a bunch of these glowing little figures around you. This is what you want to see. This means that you have the effect. What you want to do is go back over to your little golden chest over here and equip the Luna Mage set. When you have the Luna Mage set equipped, you're going to want to dash all the way over. Here, you want to get back to the center over there. I suggest you come right here, drink 3 of these, 1 of these, move back, and jump. Boom. If you did everything correctly, and just as I said, you should come to the little solar eclipse place with the little solar eclipse tree. Walk behind here as always, get yourself the solar eclipse knife, really good knife for you, and then finally click on this. When Luna and Sol fuse, take the power of it with you. And then you will finally be able to get yourself the Lunar Eclipse Blade. This is an extremely good blade for someone that is, I guess, beginning mid-game. Really good blade, really interesting to get. Late game players can get this extremely easy, but early game players not so much. You need to grind a lot of gold, you need to do a lot of boss fighting, a lot of grinding. It is extremely worth it though. This blade will be able to kill Virus for you. This blade will be able to kill Void Eye for you, and this blade will be able to kill the Challenger for you. Really, really, really good blade. Highly recommend getting it. Looks extremely cool too. The knives that you get off of it are extremely good for mid-game players. Highly, highly, highly recommend getting this blade. So, with that being said, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please, please, please try and get your best to get this blade. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I will be able to answer them. And with that being said, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw, please consider liking and subscribing for more content like this. And with that being said, for like the 3rd time, I guess, I'll see you all later.